shoots people at will, there's an expiry time for them. The season of this wickedness had come to an end in our land because those young men resisted even unto death. And I trust God that there will be a reawakening, a conviction of our sin, so that leadership will truly serve, will have servant leaders who will begin to create pathways for young men and young women to fulfill their destiny, to bring forth their creativity, to help our nation. There are two prophetic words that I don't want us to forget this evening. In the peak of COVID-19 pandemic, the Lord gave us a word. And I want to remind you of this word tonight. He said, the road ahead will be rough and tough, but it will all end in praise and honor. The road ahead will be rough and tough, but it will end in praise and honor. Listen, should we be facing this type of crisis at this moment, when COVID-19 pandemic had almost ruined our economy and had brought our economy almost to comatose, and we are still struggling with that? Should that be the time that police brutality will manifest itself in a way that young men in the prime of their youth will be gunned down? It shouldn't be. But we know, because we have been prepared, that the road ahead will be rough and tough, but it will end in praise and honor. And on October 1, the Lord gave us another word, that Nigeria has entered a season of Isaiah 61. Arise and shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon you. Darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Hear me, saints of God, today, within the context of that Isaiah 60, in our 60th anniversary, when we'll begin to arise and shine. The price was already paid. That a generation has risen who will never take no for an answer any longer. They will hold government accountable, and government itself will be ready to tell lies to the citizens. I recognize this movement for what it is: a wholesale rejection of the barrage of needless frustrations and degradations that define the Nigerian experience. There's a threshold of decency below which no human being must fall. And I reject any status quo where citizens become disposable or the right to life becomes negotiable. I want to applaud the resilience of protesters in the face of yet more reckless cruelty, and I am increasingly confident that this generation will succeed where mine has failed. The word of God says, if you find oppression, injustice in any province, do not sit down and marvel. There are agents of powers that are responsible for what is happening in that province. Now, it's easy for the Inspector General of Police to disband SARS, who raised these callous men who take the telephone of a citizen and take him to his ATM machine and said, withdraw money and give to us, or we kill you. If they are not delivering their catch to other officers, it would have stopped long time ago. What we have done is we have marveled at the matter for a long time until their cup ran over. We have sat down and just marveled. Men, women, parents were mourning their homes as their young ones were destroyed, killed, maimed, brutalized, hospitalized without help. And because it had not happened to the son or daughter of any man in a position of authority, we marvel and sit and watch. But God of justice will not just sit and watch. He will do something about it. You don't see any barricade on the road and stop and search without someone positioning them there to do what they're doing. They are looking at what is coming to them. They love silver, they love gold, but they do not know that the end product of it is vanity. What is our common patrimony has been cornered by some, and they don't care what happened to others. But when there's perversion in the city, and oppression, and injustice, and you see your young men rise up and say, enough, you better pay attention, because this seemingly well-oiled and well-orchestrated protest may not end where you think it will end. And if you know they are citizens and they are the future of this country, and they are telling you we can't bear it anymore, it's time to pause and hang your pride